a winner. I'm a dog. You can't teach that. I'm going to go out and do whatever it takes to win, and every single night, my teammates rely on my energy. So being able to continue the energy, even if we're down, even if we're up, that's what I do.
What's good, World Hoop fam? We all know Angel Reese has been a headline magnet this season, from dominating the boards to, well, exploding in press conferences. But today we're diving into another chapter of the Angel drama, one that got the league on edge and fans demanding answers.
Keeping my hands off of people, not going for everything, and staying down on my man. I mean, obviously these players are vets and 4 or 5 year players, so they're kind of...
Angel Reese just went full WWE on the court, smacking a clipboard right out of an assistant coach's hands. This all went down during the Washington Mystics game, live on national television. Now, I'm not one to sensationalize negativity, but Angel Reese is supposed to be a leader, a role model for young women and aspiring athletes worldwide. So when she pulled this stunt, it wasn't just a moment of frustration, it was a glaring red flag. She didn't just express frustration, folks. She obliterated a team clipboard like it owed her money mid-game.
Every different hat. She's a doctor, she's a cook, she's a basketball player, she's a model. I do so many different things, so I don't want to just justify myself as just an athlete because I was a student athlete, I'm a model, I do so many different things.
As if it had personally made a bad substitution call. That poor plastic board didn't even get a last word and just snapped, gone a casualty of whatever coaching crime Reese believed had just been committed. I don't care a single rat's tail how frustrated she is. The Chicago Sky should suspend her for this. They probably won't because they're too damn scared of her fans, but this is Bush League, a blatant lack of respect that simply cannot happen in a professional league. Angel Reese has officially transformed from Bayou Barbie to Bayou Blowtorch. And this time, it wasn't on social media with a cryptic emoji or a passive-aggressive repost. Nope. This time it was live and in 4K, center stage in front of fans, cameras, teammates, and an assistant coach who probably woke up today reconsidering all his life decisions. This isn't just an emotional flare-up. This is a pattern, a worrying trend that needs to be addressed. What was supposed to be a basketball game briefly turned into a courtside episode of Bad Girls Club featuring Angel Reese snapping, screaming, and, yes, literally breaking a team clipboard with her bare hands. The visual was jarring. Reese, visibly frustrated, walking to the sideline, and then BAM! The clipboard flying from the assistant coach's grasp. Immediately, the internet erupted. YouTube content creators, many of whom support Caitlin Clark, started churning out videos claiming Angel Reese went full thug life, or even assaulted a Chicago Sky coach. While assault might be strong, the optics were undeniably terrible. And if you were wondering whether head coach Tyler Marsh has any grip on his squad, spoiler alert, absolutely not. At this point, Marsh could walk into the locker room wearing a clown nose, and nobody would notice the difference in authority. It's becoming painfully obvious that Angel is not only the starting forward, she might also be the unofficial coach, referee, and league commissioner in her own mind. She doesn't just call the shots, she judges them afterward like Simon Cowell with a bad attitude. Angel Reese is never happy. Even after making history for the 5th consecutive game with 15 or more rebounds, averaging a double-double, she's still complaining about the refs. Just play. Focus on your craft. Get better. Though it's tough to say get better when she's dropping 15-plus points and 15-plus rebounds for 5 straight games. But Reese didn't just voice her frustration, she exploded. She let loose on the assistant coach like they personally canceled her hair appointment. While most professional athletes learn to internalize disappointment.
Okay. Oh, Mariah, okay. Me and Brooklyn.
What's your type?
Yeah, let's talk about
who? I really want to see who you gonna pop
I
out
love
with.
these combos.
Reese decided the best way to channel her energy was to stage a full-blown coaching intervention during live play. But let's talk about that clipboard. That poor, innocent, laminated sheet of team strategy met its end in a tragic twist of fate. What began as a regular timeout turned into a rage-fueled demonstration of exactly how not to handle adversity. She snapped it like a breadstick and probably knocked over a whiteboard in the process. I mean, really, this was less a timeout huddle and more a reality show confessional. You could practically hear the producers yelling, "Cut to commercial." Let's not forget, this isn't an isolated tantrum. This isn't the once-a-season emotional flare-up that we all chalk up to competitiveness. No, this is the second time in a week she's gone full meltdown mode. First, it was a post-game outburst on social media where she was more outraged about a missed foul call than actual global emergencies. She openly blasted the WNBA refs in a post-game interview and on X, commenting diabolical and adding, "I don't give a F asterisk asterisk asterisk. Do better at WNBA." Whoa, Angel Reese is not playing games. And just when we thought it couldn't escalate, boom. Live game meltdown, clipboard KO, coach screamed at. Full meltdown sequel, this time with props. Now let's zoom out for a moment. What is the WNBA even doing about this? Are they handing out spa vouchers instead of fines now? Is there a special Angel Reese clause that lets her act like it's the Hunger Games out there? If any other player pulled this kind of stunt, especially someone not propped up, as a media darling, they'd be benched, suspended, and probably sent to referee training school for re-education. Fire is part of the game, sure, but there's a line between fire and flamethrower. And right now, Reese is torching every ounce of team unity, public respect, and league credibility she can find. When you're going full WWE during a timeout, it's no longer just about the game. It's about ego, impulse control, and a fundamental disrespect for the people trying to guide you. Can we also address the sheer irony? For someone who constantly demands respect from fans, media, and the league, she has a funny way of showing it to her own coaches. Screaming across the bench like it's a fast food kitchen and someone messed up her order isn't exactly leadership role model. It's giving rage with a side of entitlement. And as for Tyler Marsh, the man looks like he's aging in dog years. Every time the camera pans to him, he has that wide-eyed, "I didn't sign up for this" look. You can practically hear his internal monologue, wondering how quickly he can update his LinkedIn profile. This man is coaching for his life while his players are staging live insurrections during commercial breaks. It's chaos disguised as intensity. It's a reality TV episode disguised as a sporting event. And the league is still sitting on their hands, hoping Reese will magically calm down without anyone stepping in. And the worst part? It sets a dangerous precedent. Because if Reese can scream her lungs out at staff and obliterate team property without so much as a warning, what's stopping anyone else? It's no longer just about Angel, it's about what kind of league the WNBA wants to be. A league of professionals or a playground where tantrums get retweets and discipline gets ghosted? It's clear the Chicago Sky are not doing well this season. They're sitting at a frustrating 5-13 record. The Washington Mystics game was another close loss, 81-79. With Reese putting up another stellar double-double of 22 points and 15 rebounds, extending her WNBA record streak of 15-plus rebounds to 6 straight games. She played 36 minutes, damn. The frustration is understandable. It's funny, though, when you play the clip over and over, some might argue it was a warranted crash-out, that we could give Angel Reese a pass for this crash-out. But the question remains, at what cost? Young fans are watching this. Young athletes are watching this. And right now, the lesson is painfully clear. Skill is optional. Composure is outdated. And as long as you trend on Twitter, you can act however you want. There are hundreds of women grinding in this league, trying to build something bigger than themselves. And now that work risks being overshadowed by one player's weekly emotional implosion. It's not just unprofessional, it's unfair to the coaches, to the teammates, to the fans, and to the future of the league. Angel Reese may have talent, but talent without discipline is just noise. And right now, she's making a lot of it. Let's just be real here. Angel Reese isn't just making a scene anymore. She's making a spectacle. She's gone from face of the league to face of every red flag HR departments warn you about. This isn't just an athlete caught in a heated moment. This is a full-blown masterclass in how to not be a role model, starring Angel herself, with supporting roles from broken clipboards, startled coaches, and confused teammates who are clearly asking themselves, is this part of the playbook? When you compare players, you often hear how Caitlin Clark moves the needle on basketball, while Angel Reese moves the needle on viewership, on interest, on engagement. No one can deny her visibility. She's on McDonald's bags, has her own podcast, she's at the Met Gala. She's transcending the sport and showing girls femininity. My sister doesn't even play basketball, but she knows Angel Reese. She knows Caitlin Clark too. But would Angel Reese be on a McDonald's bag if she wasn't a champion averaging a double-double? Probably not. For someone who claims to want respect, admiration, and to be taken seriously as a professional athlete, Reese sure has a funny way of showing it. She's not leading a team. she's leading a temper tantrum. Every time a camera pans to her, it's either an eye roll, a sideline scream, or a look of absolute disbelief that the game isn't being played solely to her benefit. And yet, somehow, the league just keeps looking the other way. If Caitlin Clark, America's sweetheart, with the crossover that breaks ankles and the humility that doesn't break clipboards, pulled even half of what Angel Reese just did, there would be sirens blaring from WNBA headquarters. If the roles were reversed, the league wouldn't be silent. They'd be in full-on crisis mode, calling emergency meetings, consulting PR firms, and drafting up statements about league integrity and player accountability. But Angel Reese launches a public meltdown, verbally bulldozes her coaching staff, and leaves splinters of a clipboard on the sideline. And somehow, that's just competitive energy. No, it's competitive chaos. Angel Reese is not a happy camper right now. Despite her strong 5-game set where she's had more than 15 rebounds per game and some genuinely good performances. And don't even get started on the whole role model argument. Because right now, if you're a young girl watching the WNBA and looking up to Angel Reese, what exactly are you supposed to take away from all this? That being the loudest in the room means you're the most respected? That tantrums earn more airtime than teamwork? Is shouting down authority the same as showing passion? Newsflash. Being visible doesn't automatically make you a role model. You actually have to model something. Right now, the only thing Angel Reese is modeling is how to torch your own reputation one outburst at a time. No poise, no professionalism, no self-awareness, just raw, unfiltered ego dressed up as swagger.